Hi, this is Zhenya from Zhenya TV, and today I wanted to talk to you about the topic of positive reinforcement. And instead of criticizing and always saying you did that wrong and this wrong, and instead of that, lifting the other person up, finding his strengths and always giving encouragement and giving compliments. The story I want to share with you is I'm sorry, I have all these birds chirping here. In Fiji, if you don't know yet. So when my kids were born, and I come from a Russian background where kind of a lot of parents are like more strict and they strive perfection. So for example, it was in my head, I thought, whatever my daughter did something awesome, wherever she accomplished some kind of a project at school or did a dance or whatever she did, and I felt like she didn't try her best, that she could try even harder and do her even better results, then if she didn't do the absolute best, I wouldn't give encouragement and say, well, you did an awesome job. So she also even had to ask for compliments, like, mommy, did I do a good job? Mommy, did I do a good job? And I felt horrible inside because I didn't feel like encouraging her would, like, if I did encourage her, even if she didn't do a good job, then she wouldn't try her best. That was in my head. And then I went to some parenting classes, and I realized that because I felt like when other parents would, the kid didn't do a good job, and the other parents were like, oh my gosh, you did so awesome, blah blah, and then I felt it was fake, and then I didn't want to actually like fake encourage her. But it turns out to be the best way to do is, if you feel like the other person, your child or a person in your team or whatever, just a friend, and if they are asking how did they do, and if they didn't do an awesome job, instead of saying, oh my gosh, that you did so awesome, you could say, well, I think you did great job, but if you tried to do this and this, it would come out even further. But first say that they did an awesome job, encourage them first, because what happens is that if you just start criticizing and saying, well, if you do this it would be better, if you do this it would be better, but that way the person who is actually listening to your tips and advices will lose the willpower to do it next time. What I realized is that Rebecca Woodhead, who is my coach, she saw some awesome features, some awesome strengths in me that I didn't realize that I could perfect and achieve better results. But she has this way of encouraging her clients so well that you start to believe in yourself and you get all proud of yourself. And once you hear that how awesome you did, and you try harder that next time, you want to get even more encouragement. So take baby steps and start encouraging, even if the person, like, for example, most of us strive for perfection. So for example, if somebody did a video and they're asking for your advice, and I used to say, well, if you do this and this and this, and the other person would feel, oh yeah, I'm not good enough, so they would even give up on even creating more videos. But now I take this approach, so when somebody does a video and they try their hardest, and you encourage them and you say and you lift them up and you did an awesome job, yes, you did it, and but you could adjust this here and adjust this here, so the person will in their head think, yes, awesome, it's not that scary anymore, I will try this and I will try to implement this. And again, I learned in parenting classes and in some other materials that positive reinforcement is a lot better approach than always saying, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. So for example, again, on children, how it's related, and you can apply this in your other life, which is like, for example, if you want like your kid to do something, instead of saying, well, if you don't do this, you won't get computer time, or if you don't do your homework, you won't go watch a movie. Instead, do positive reinforcement, and it will work like this. when you finish your homework, we'll do the movie. When you do your when you put your shoes on or whatever, we'll do this. And if you do this, and then kind of positively reinforce people instead of always saying no, no, no in negative programming, because it actually does reflect our mindset in the long run for our life. I hope it has been helpful. It has been Zhenya from Zhenya.tv. And I'm here again. I want to show you around a little bit. We just had breakfast at the Radisson Blu Resort in Fiji. And this awesome pool is here, and it's just amazing over here. And there's some ocean over there. Well, another bathroom video, because you won't believe what happened. First of all, my roommate was screaming. I was screaming and she was freaking out what was happening. I went to wash my feet, right? And I was wearing some clothes on. And I turned on the thing to turn this lower faucet in, and it started showering on me. And it's like the third time, because it's weird setup. You wouldn't believe where the turn on for the faucet actually is. It's in this corner. Who does this? I mean, to turn on the faucet, it's this way, and then if you turn that faucet, it starts showering right there. So the second time, what I did is that I got it on right, I turned it off here, washed my thing, and then I tried to turn it off in there, and I got showered and soaking wet again. So that is just, I mean, you just have to learn things around in Fiji here.